Hi and welcome back to Crafts Beer. I'm Julia and today we're going to be making these super cute gnome wine toppers. You can put these on beer bottles, use them as a housewarming gift, keep them in your house, super cute. And we're going to be drinking from Fieldwork the Galaxy Sauce Double IPA. This is a 9.3, I think, 9.3 alcohol volume. So I would recommend splitting this unless you're a better drinker than I am. But let's go ahead and let's get started. All right, let's start off with the beer first before we get into what we need for the gnomes. Fieldwork is a local brewery to us. The closest one to us is in San Mateo, but they have breweries in Corte Madera, San Ramon, all over the Bay Area. So it's really local. Really good stuff. This is one of my favorite ones. They don't do it very often, but it is really delicious. I love a very flavorful, hazy IPA. So this one is definitely one for me. It's really nice. I like this a lot. All right, let's get what you need. All right, first things first is you need a piece of felt. This is gonna be the hat for the gnome. Next, you're gonna need a piece of faux fur. I use just this white faux fur. You can get it at any craft store. I have a ton of it, but I just cut off a little piece here. You're gonna need some wood, craft balls. Also, any craft store, Amazon, everybody's got them. This came in a bag of a lot of various different sizes, which I like because no gnome is the same, so little different size noses is definitely fun. You're gonna want a good pair of craft scissors or fabric scissors. Those are gonna work the best. And then I really like this felt and foam glue. I mean, it's obviously made for felt, but it just works so much better than a hot glue or just like a regular craft glue specifically for felt. And I love it. I found it and I can't stop using it. You will also though need a hot glue gun to glue on the nose to the beard. That'll be more helpful. You can't use this glue on there. And then totally optional, because I've made these a few times, I made a little bit of a template so that I can trace on the felt and then I know exactly where to cut. But feel free to do this freehand. It will work either way. You just want to cut out kind of a rounded out triangle so that it kind of like an open birthday hat, if that makes sense, but so that you can twist it to really give it that hat shape. All right, let's get started. So I'm just gonna go ahead and trace my little template on here. I like to use a pencil for this step because I find that a lot of pens will go through and then they kind of just make a little bit of a mess on your surface or on the felt, which is not good. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, set that aside. Give this a cut. And like I said, you could totally freehand this. You don't need to make a template. If you do want to make one, I just use a piece of cardstock or a piece of paper. It really doesn't make a difference if it helps you do it. Okay, pencil's a little challenging on this color. Okay, there we go, perfect. All right, so get that to the side. Now we have our cute little hat. We're gonna go ahead and glue one side. And I just like to do a nice long strip down here. It looks like it kind of sticks into this, but I promise this is the best product I found for felt. And then you're gonna go ahead and fold it over. You can kind of roll it over. And it doesn't have to line up perfectly, it just has to make that shape. And then you want to go ahead, just press it down however big it got. Put some pressure on here so that it sticks. You just want to keep your hand on there for a second. Perfect opportunity to have another sip. Oh man, this is really good. And actually the reason that I love this beer is because it uses Galaxy hops. It's the Galaxy sauce name, but they're just really fruity, really delicious beers. And everything from Fieldwork has just been all-star beer. We love it. It's totally worth the drive from our house to San Mateo. And then we're lucky enough to have the Corte Madera store or brewery, excuse me, so that we can get it on our way to go camping. It's absolutely perfect. Okay, let's give this a little check. So that is still drying a little bit. I'm just gonna apply a little pressure here. Leave that, and then we can just start going on everything else as well. We'll leave this to the side of it. So, with your faux fur, you can cut this to any length, any size you want. You could have a cute little short beard, you could have a cute little gnome mustache, whatever you'd like. So then right here, the trickiest part with cutting the faux fur that I have found is you really need to kind of get into where the fur is laying, because you can't just, if you cut, then it's just leaving a very rough edge, and the beard should flow really naturally. So I like to kind of comb it back. Use your nails, use your fingers, whatever you've got. That sounded really weird. Everyone has, okay. Clearly have not had enough coffee today. So, just gonna give this a little rough cut between the hairs. Kind of get those out. And then my end piece is gonna have these long hairs. So no matter how long I want it, it's gonna end kind of perfectly like that. And then I'll just kind of do like a little rough chop. Maybe he's not gonna have so long of a beard. On the top it really doesn't matter because you're gonna cover it by part of the hat. Okay, and then let's just trim this back a little. He's gonna have a little bit of a wonky beard, but that's okay. Whew, and all these hairs just go everywhere. Another problem with the faux fur, but it is still really fun. So now we've got this little beard for this guy. Oh, he's still a little wonky. Oh, and he's shedding. Okay, so we'll get this. You can also brush it and then see, just grab it with your fingers, see where it's kind of gonna flow. Okay. Then grab your scissors, and then you can kind of, so like here, there's this extra little part that's obviously just the backing, that's not the fur. You can kind of get in there and just cut that off. Cover it up. It's gonna look a little more natural. Here on this side too, we've got a little bit of, much better. So handsome. All right, let's clean this up. All right, so my hat is dry. The felt glue has set. I've got my beard. I've picked out my nose. I'm just waiting for my hot glue gun to heat up. Let it go for a little bit. While that's doing that, I want to show you an alternative way I did this one. And if you don't have the felt glue or aren't comfortable using it, I don't know, maybe you just want to do this without the felt glue. What I did with this one is I just took a piece of thread, the needle, and kind of sewed up the back. Still equally cute, but it gives it a little bit more flair. And I think that this one is really cute. It's just a little more time consuming. But you could add any kind of little bedazzlement to these that you wanted. You could, stitch in some stars, hearts, do whatever you want. Any little pattern would look super cute. For this one, I just added a different piece of felt on top of this one to kind of give it a little bit more depth in it. And I think that it's also really cute. So that is that. Let's check on that hot glue gun. All right, my hot glue gun is ready to go. So what I'm gonna do, set my little nose aside. I'm gonna take my little beard and I wanna put glue on the top on the fur side because this is gonna get tucked in under the hat. So you wanna be careful. Oops. 9% is getting to me. So you just wanna put it down on here. The hair is really gonna wanna stick to the hot glue gun. Okay, let's get this. Apparently I needed more glue. Okay, so you just wanna get that in there, just like that. And then you wanna place it on the inside of here, wherever you want to have it lay. However, if you want the beard a little bit shorter, you can always cheat it and push it up a little bit higher, but just go ahead and gently push that down so it'll stick. It's a little warm, but it's not too warm. Okay, and that'll dry a hot minute. Just want to make sure that it's nice and stuck there. Okay. All right. So that feels nice. Oh, got a little glue stuck to me. Okay, so next, obviously, is the little nose. So you can get really particular with the way you want your nose to be, or at least I get really particular because you can see the wood grain. Sometimes I like when you can see the like knots of wood and kind of gives it like a cute little button nose, but you can do it either way. You can have the grain running up and down or however you like. Maybe one side doesn't look so hot. I'm gonna cover that up, get that on the glue side. So glue on the nose right there. Then you wanna just stick it so it glues right on the felt. And the reason you don't use the felt glue for this or either of these is it's just not gonna, it won't adhere to the faux fabric or to the wood. Just make sure that gets good and stuck on there too. This would also be really fun if you painted the noses different colors. A little blue nose might look a little smurfy, but a green, you know, you can have fun with it. There's no rule on that. Okay, so let's get that ready. All right, let that sit a minute. All right, so this is pretty dry. So you just want to go ahead and grab your wine bottle. Check this out. And look, voila, how cute is that? I love it. It's perfect for just decorating your wine bottles at home. If you don't have a bar or something, you can give this as a perfect little hostess gift, maybe a late Christmas gift for your neighbor, anything like that. But you can do these any color beard. It's always gonna look cute. It's easy and it's really fun. And I hope you enjoyed this. Cheers.